Welcome to your daily news recap. I'm your name, here to break down today's biggest headlines so you stay informed. Let's dive right in. First up, former President Donald Trump is once again shaking up the global economy. In a post on Truth Social, Trump vowed to impose 100% tariffs on BRICS nations if they attempt to establish a new reserve currency. He wrote, and I quote, "The idea that the BRICS countries are trying to move away from the dollar while we stand by and watch is over. Any country that tries should say hello to tariffs and goodbye to America." China and Russia quickly responded. A spokeswoman for China's U.S. embassy accused Washington of using dollar dominance as a geopolitical tool. Meanwhile, the Kremlin dismissed Trump's comments, stating that BRICS has no plans for a common currency. BRICS nations account for 35% of the world's GDP and 45% of the global population. If tensions escalate, the economic impact could be massive. We'll keep you updated as this develops. Sticking with trade news, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau responded to upcoming 25% U.S. tariffs on Canadian goods. In a statement, Trudeau said, "Everything is on the table regarding Canada's response. One major possibility? Raising the price of energy exports. Canada supplies over half of U.S. petroleum imports, making any retaliation a potential hit to American energy prices. This trade dispute could escalate fast, so stay tuned for more." Breaking news out of Philadelphia: emergency crews are responding to a plane crash near Cottman Avenue and Roosevelt Boulevard. Multiple buildings and vehicles have caught fire. The FAA has confirmed that a Learjet 55, operated as a Mexican air ambulance, crashed shortly after takeoff from Northeast Philadelphia Airport. 2 people were on board, and the NTSB will be leading the investigation. XE Medica, the private emergency service that owned the jet, confirmed that this was a medical transport flight. We'll bring you updates as we learn more. The Pentagon is preparing to send at least 1,000 active duty troops to enforce Trump's immigration policies. 500 will be deployed to the southwest border, while another 500 Marines will be sent to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth stated that Guantanamo can house thousands of individuals, including those deemed security threats. Trump has suggested sending the worst criminal aliens there. More details are expected soon. The Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge showed core inflation stuck at 2.8% for the third straight month. Consumer prices rose 2.6% year over year, and spending increased by 0.7% in December. Fed Chair Jerome Powell warned that while progress on inflation is possible, real results are needed before making any policy changes. The markets are watching closely. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. faced a tough Senate confirmation hearing for Health and Human Services Secretary, struggling with basic health policy questions. He even confused Medicare and Medicaid, which cover over a third of Americans. Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, whose vote is crucial, pressed Kennedy on his history of vaccine misinformation. Kennedy is now revising his ethics agreement to divest from lawsuits against vaccine makers. With all Senate Democrats expected to oppose him, Kennedy can only afford to lose 3 Republican votes. His confirmation hangs in the balance. That wraps up today's news recap. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.